So I'm thinking of quitting my job and starting YouTube full-time. Let's check with Margaret.
John Lee?
I have a question for you.
What, dear?
I think I want to get a new job. Thinking about going YouTube full-time.
Super! What do you want to do for real?
So you don't think I can quit my job?
You can quit your job whenever you want, dear. Just find a good one. That's not YouTube full-time or taking care of turtles or feeding rabbits. Nice mic.
That didn't work. Well, that didn't go well. I think going YouTube full-time would be fun. You get to do anything you want to do, be creative, work whenever you want, strange hours, trips, go on trips, and actually get write-offs for that. I just think it'd be fun. However, with under 2,000 subscribers and making less than $3 a month on AdSense, I don't think that's a really smart idea to quit my job and go YouTube full-time. I think you guys need to watch more content, share the content more. Maybe I could do that in the future. Actually, all joking aside, I did start a new job this past week. I recently got promoted to be a quality control manager. That's a little nervous, exciting, and nerve-wracking at the same time. One of these hardest things I have to do about my job is to explain to my birth parents about what my job actually is. What do I do at work? How does it work? Say, maybe that's another episode in the future about how engineering works in Vietnam versus how it works here. True story. When I tell my dad that I am going to school to be a mechanical engineer, and just about any Asian relatives I have, they think I either fix cars, they think I fix refrigerators, fix microwaves, fix TV. They'd be like, oh, you're a mechanical engineer, you should be able to fix that. I'm like, no, that's not true. That's why they have mechanics. No lie, I've had people asking me if I could come over and fix their TV, and I'm like, I don't know how to fix that, just kind of smile awkwardly. So I started working for this company as a manufacturing engineer, which what that means is I support the production team, production processes, and understand the production side of things. Then I got promoted to project engineer, where I work for product management, which means I work on the front end of things. So I work on the scheduling of new products. I work with engineering on the design of new product. You know, supply chain is good, parts are here, and it's ready to launch. I implement processes, work in progress, and stuff like that. But see, when I got promoted to project engineer, I didn't even explain to my parents what I was doing. I mean, I don't even know the words in Vietnamese to explain work in progress or workflow or product flow and stuff like that. I just kind of left it. I don't know that they have project engineers in Vietnam, so it's like explaining to a chicken how to swim. It's just hard to explain. Up to now, I've always worked in a team, but I worked by myself with a project. What I mean is, you know, I have certain tasks, certain projects to do, and that's what I do, and then I report back. This past week, I started my first week with my new job as a quality manager. Manager, that just sounds scary. I have people working for me now, which is another scary part. I will still maintain my role as the project engineer. I told the general manager that I really like my job of what I'm doing now, so I'm gonna try to keep some of the responsibilities that I have while passing on some of it off. Like, I used to do some design work, so I'm gonna pass some of that off. And then we have an intern, I'll start passing some more stuff off to him. But what I'm most excited about is I would still get to manage the details of a product on the front end, you know, what it looks like, how it's supposed to work, how it goes together, but then get to ensure that that happens on the back end. I think that's a neat opportunity to do that. And I feel I'm definitely blessed to get this new opportunity, because there are a lot of people out there that are out of a job right now. I'm gonna share a couple of things that I'm really excited about this job, but then also a couple of things that makes me a little nervous. What I'm excited about is I get to implement processes some more. See, I'm a process guy. That's what I told my team this past week. I love processes. I told them we're gonna learn processes, we're gonna follow processes, and we are going to stick to processes. And we will change processes when we need to. So I'm really excited about that, to get to implement processes in this department. The second thing I'm excited about and also nervous about is to learn to work with people. Like I said, up to now, it's me, my project, and my processes. I work through it and just me and it. But now I have other people that I gotta work with. I gotta manage, I gotta lead. And I think it's good that I'll get to learn that trait. That is one of the things I think is missing from my arsenal that I know how to do. But also I want to be able to help these people learn and grow into something, into whatever they want to be. If they want to be a supervisor one day, I want to help to grow them to be that. But for me personally, it's to learn the soft skill, the people skill. That's something they don't teach you in school. That's something that you have to learn as you go through your career. I think it's a good opportunity for me to learn that right now. But lastly, what I'm excited about is to help the company deliver quality product to the customer and to improve the user experience. What I told my team this week, an example I gave them was, one of the things that I think Apple does really well is the way to deliver the product to you. I mean, the white box, you open it up and the phone's just right there, perfect. Waiting for you to unwrap, you peel up back the wrapper. I mean, you know, and so a lot of companies are trying to copy that. If you look at how the drone was packaged just like that. And what that really is a user experience. I mean, you pay for that. And so the products that we're delivering to a customer, I want our customers to get that experience also. And so I'm excited to be able to do that. Some of the things I'm nervous about, one is to be able to do well at both jobs. The first week was good. I was able to do both jobs just fine. I was wiped out by the time I got home. I was asleep by 9 o'clock just about every night, but I was able to keep up in both. Again, I gotta learn to pass off some opportunities to other people. I took on some design work before because the engineering department didn't have the throughput. So I'm gonna start passing some of that back. But I want to be able to do well at both jobs. I want to do well at a job, doesn't matter what job I'm in. So this is the opportunity for both. The second thing that I'm nervous about is to be a good leader. I don't want to be a boss. I don't want to be somebody's boss. I want to be their leader. I want to be their encourager. I want to be their supporter. I want these people to show up to work. You know, people don't want to go to work every day. I mean, a lot of people just don't want to work. But I want them, when they show up to work, to want to be there. I want that people want to come and work in my department. I've met people where they say, oh man, I just can't work in this department. I gotta find another job. I gotta move around this company. I don't want that, because that attitude reflects leadership. That is a statement I always live by. I have it hanging on my cube at work. Attitude reflects leadership. And I want to be the leader that when these guys show up, they know there's somebody there for them. Somebody's pulling for them. Somebody's leading them. And somebody's supporting them. Whatever they need, they got it. If they just tired of the job and want to go somewhere else, they still are hesitant to do so because they have such a great leader. And that's what drives me to be a good manager. And I'm learning. I mean, I'm a week in, right? But that's my goal. And lastly, it's a play back on one of the things that I'm excited about, which is deliver a good quality, high quality product to the customer. So on this side, I'm nervous about that. We're basically handing a finished product to the customers, and it makes me nervous that things don't leave the company just right. But somebody reminded me this past weekend, it's about pride. And I'm not talking about having pride in yourself. That is not a good thing that we're taught. It's about having pride in your work. I should be so prideful of the quality of my work that I should expect perfection every time. People ask me all the time, what is the standard of a certain thing? And I come back and I tell them, standard is this, it's perfection. I mean, that's my standard. If we were to design a product, we want to design it to be perfect. And then if there's defect, as it goes down, then there's defect. But you should set the standard, should set the bar this high, so your customer gets the best product possible. And that's how I'm gonna try to lead this team to have pride in their work, have pride in what they do, and know that there's somebody pulling for them. And so they're excited to show up to work because somebody is there for them. That's really it. So I got a new job. It's not YouTube because YouTube can't pay the bills just yet. Do I want it to be? Do I want my job to be YouTube? I don't know. I love it. I love, editing videos and stuff like that. But right now it's just not what we can do. If you guys have any tips about being a good manager, being a good leader, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you, would love to learn from you. Leave a comment down below, let me know how you guys are doing. I know it's tough times all over, everywhere. People losing jobs, people losing this, losing that. And I just want to check in and make sure everything is good with everybody. And I hope everybody's staying safe, and I hope everybody's enjoying the content. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. I hope you subscribe. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I hope everybody's staying healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.